Mr. Lambo, you don't address the problem, the social problem that is behind it. You keep having these riots. You keep complaining. You keep, not you, but in general, people keep complaining about them being double nationality, wanting to be North Africans, whatever. But the problem they have, like we were talking about youth problems, which are very good ones, were very good problems. We managed to discuss a lot, and it explains a lot of what we have here. And also, if you look at the pictures, are they just younger people in the riot when it gets very bad? Yes, but in the protests, because there were many protests, and not all of them are violent, not all of them are riots, and you see there are also normal French people there. It's not just North Africans. The problem is the pictures they show in the television. Those pictures are intentionally created to do that. It was the same time when it was the yellow vests problems. They were just showing the riots. They were not showing the normal people protesting for better living conditions. When we had the thing about the 2 years, also in France, increasing 2 years the age of reform, you just saw riots, but that's not true. Most people were quite civilized in the way they were doing it.
But that is what the press do. The press just show the bad thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
Well, I thought it was pretty funny. On this side of the pond, that they just referred to this kid who got shot like of North African descent. Like, they didn't even go through the trouble of figuring out which country he was from. And it didn't matter because it was just like, of North African descent. It's like, oh, God.
Yeah, I remember when France won the World Cup in Russia. Everyone will say Africans won the World Cup. The white French people came out now. They are French.
Yeah, of course.
They
but the
are
problem
French.
Is, for me, they need to stop the double nationality.
For you to be French, you need to do something good for the country.
For me, one solution is, for the beginning, like you're born in France and still you can have a double nationality. What the fuck is that?
I agree.
You're born in France, you're French.
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, I guess the difficulty with that is it's up to the. I mean, so long as France allows multiple nationalities, I guess it's like I only know about this because I immigrated to the U.S. as a kid, and so ultimately I had to get rid of my old nationality because the old country wouldn't allow it, but the U.S. would allow me to have double nationality, and so I don't see a mechanism where a country can say can ban you or bar you from having another. Like, so long as they allow double nationality, like, I don't see like an additional mechanism anywhere where they're going to be able to exclude you from having that other one. I mean, they could pass laws for it, but I don't think it works.
I agree. I agree. But I also agree with Lambo. I think, like, as a general global rule, the idea of dual nationality has never really, I've never really understood it, because how do you be loyal to multiple countries? So I kind of with you there. I think the Chinese have that, right?
Another thing that needs to be said. People need to stop blaming the far right for this kind of thing. Because how many countries in the West is ruled by the far right? How many?
They're not blaming far rights.
They always do. The media always do.
What they do now is to say, we need the far right. We need the far right to solve the problem. Because the government now can't do it. And you have people, and that's why I'm referring Le Pen, that's saying, I have the solution. I have the solution.
Le Pen is female. If you're far right, you don't believe in females in politics.
Hey, she's daughter of Jean-Marie Le Pen. What a fucking racist first class. She's daughter of Jean-Marie Le Pen. She just succeeded. And there is another Le Pen in the party of
That's how far left the right has come.
Well, you can't really blame the right when do you know the story about Martha's Vineyard and the immigrants that were tried to be placed there? What happened? They wound up getting escorted by that community into a military base. Basically, that's where they kept them there because the community, which of course, if you know United States, Martha's Vineyard is a mecca of liberal politicians. That's where they all have summer homes. They did not want those people within their community. So they were great at pumping it out in virtue signaling. But when it came to their community living by the rules they were forcing on others, they basically had the people removed. They were Venezuelans. You can look it up. Tucker Carlson just talked about it on his recent video. And that's kind of a problem because I think what it comes down to is that, assimilation is a two-way street. Both parties have to kind of want to meet in the middle where one culture is going to allow another one in, and the other culture isn't going to come in with, big old clogs stomping around all over the person's house like they own it already. And that's kind of the problem. People are being forced into an issue where this is kind of what's being forced to happen, and it's creating the tension.